figured maybe a refresh on the stream would also keep it from freezing during the video later and then cutting out and stuff.
Okay, Bertok. You are down there. Agatha and Gastrag are up there.
Right.
And what do you do?
I will look around, finding that my 2 captors have perished in the fall, and then look up to my 2 friends and call up, "If you can find a way down here, I would certainly accept any assistance," and then start searching around, discovering quite a few things that can be picked up, such as a shield, a black stick, 2 beetles, 2 cockroaches, or whatever those are.
Your 2 companions will search around and eventually find some rope that they tie off to a rock, and then clamber down to join you.
Okay.
And Xoggozath will have leaped down along with you, Bertok.
I would assume he just kind of floated down or something. Yeah. I will look to Xoggozath, seeing if he has sensed the staff anywhere, having ignored him for some time.
He will say, "There it is!" And he will scurry over to the black stick.
I will attempt to lunge at it first and grab it.
Okay. Make a dexterity defy danger.
Yep. Parley, stats, volley. Oh, apparently I can aid or interfere using the staff.
I know.
Not defeat, sorry. I'm going to defy danger with dexterity. Take that! I yell as I grab at the staff, but only come up with a handful of gold coins.
Well, the original, your first roll was a 10.
True. It would have been a 10.
Yeah.
Do I grab it?
I think you managed to get it from him before he manages to grab it. Yeah.
I managed to get my hand around it, swing it around out of reach of him, and immediately, I don't know, point it at him and mutter some phrase to, "Back to hell with you!"
Now, the staff does have innately bound into it several spells if you actually do want to.
Oh, I actually might have the handout for it, too. Yeah. Like, fireball.
This was the most complicated artifact ever in the entire game.
Yes.
You want to do fireball?
I would, yes.
Okay. Cool.
As I... Well, wait. Defy danger, using wisdom. Okay. Some sense in the back of my head triggers just as I raise the staff to cast fireball. And I remember that the moment that Raffin did this, he suddenly turned evil. And I remember this. And I will pause. And Instead, I will bring the staff down over my knee and attempt to break it. In an attempt to break it.
The staff resists your attempt to break it. In defense, it will expel a blast of flame all around.
So it casts its own fireball.
Yes.
Damn it.
Doing 7 damage to everybody.
Armor,
my God.
Armor not counting?
Armor doesn't help against fireballs.
I
Yeah.
didn't think so. Especially black ones like this.
Yeah. Stag. -7. Oh, this is interesting.
Agatha died.
Well, it's interesting because Agatha has a move that lets her. Well, I can show it to you. Life and death, which is a bonus to last breath in her presence.
Ooh.
Now, does that include herself?
Is
she in her presence?
Well, yes. I would think
Okay.
so.
So, for everyone is enveloped by these black flames that spew from the staff.
Mm-hmm.
Agatha goes to 0 health.
And last breath +1.
And last breath +1. Agatha, don't die.
You've already been dead once. Ooh, what happens if she dies when she's actually been brought back to life by the sun god?
Phew. 9 + 1 is 10. She.
Nice. That's like the best thing that could happen ever.
Agatha collapses to the floor unconscious as the flames overwhelm her, but she is still unconscious but alive.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Cool.
Bertok, did you take damage?
I did.
from that?
I'm down to
Okay,
15.
good. And Xoggozath will scream as the flames consume him, and he will vanish.
Ooh.
Poof back to whatever strange realm he is from.
Cool. Okay. Well, I will blink in amazement. Am I holding off any effects of the staff upon my brain?
No. Nope.
Do I have the wisdom to drop it? Yes. Immediately, I start feeling tendrils of darkness and death crawling into my brain, and I feel myself turning, and I immediately chuck the staff to the side of the room and leap between it and Gastrag and say, "No one touch the staff!" Yeah. Like that. It has an influence that we can't ward off.
Ooh, really? Cool. Let me examine it. No.
And I shove him back.
You will hear the pitter-patter of slippered feet down up the passageway to the south.
Oh, damn it.
Oh, by the way, actually before that, Bertok, do you want to take any time to look around for treasure or examine things, or?
I would like to take a look at Agatha and make sure that she's okay.
Yeah. She is unconscious, but she is still alive and
I will have
burned.
I will have Gastrag by his robes so that he doesn't go near the staff, and I will mutter, "Can you heal her to some extent?"
Let's see, Gastrag. Let's make
And I will
a...
roughly pull him across the room and push him toward her. Quite roughly, because my brain is still reeling from the effects of the staff.
Yeah. Yeah, Gastrag will get some strips of cloth and try and perform what small first aid he can on Agatha.
Yep.
He will succeed in stabilizing her a little bit. She will regain 1 hit point. Now, she will regain a hit point under his care.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You will hear slippered feet approach up the corridor from the south here.
Yeah.
Latyr Pecius will approach, stepping over these corpses here and scowling at you.
Right. And I will mutter something like, as I walk toward him, I will kick over one of the dead ghouls and I will say, "You realize you had these in your storeroom, right, Latyr?" With no attempt to save the venom in my voice, the venomous tone.
Is that your job, coming in and killing my employees, eh?
You hired ghouls to feast upon corpses in your storeroom? I mutter, stepping closer.
He will give a grin with far too many teeth in it, and say, "Yes."
Some sort of security system, then, I start to wonder out loud.
What's that?
Some sort of security system, then, I start to wonder out loud.
Latyr will brush off all your comments and say, "I would appreciate it if you just leave now, please." Actually, no.
No.
I'm afraid I can't let you leave now. What do you do?
Bigger. Of course not. I didn't plan to until I got what I came for. I swipe my hand back at Gastrag as he tries to come forward to protest. And I will make a step sideways this way, moving to block the view of the staff from Latyr.
Your foot will brush against a serviceable shield as you step over that way.
Yeah.
Among all this treasure here.
Leaning down, not maintaining eye contact with Latyr, I will awkwardly pick up the shield and slip it over the stump of my arm.
Cool.
To hold it.
Cool. This is 1 sec. This is A shield in general gives you +1 to your armor. So this will also give you +1 to your armor.
Okay.
This shield is somewhat special, but you can't quite tell what exactly is special about it.
Well, if we get out of this alive, I'll make sure I have a good look at it. But at the moment, I don't pay any mind to its specialness, and instead,
Gastrag will notice your your wave and interpret it as we're attacking this guy. And he will. Where is Casper? He will launch a magic missile at Latyr.
nice.
Go magic missile power. Okay. It will hit him. He will go sailing into the wall here, crash into it, and blood will be pouring down one side of his face.
And I will yell,
Ew.
"No, Gastrag, what are you doing? I told you to stay back." I yell.
He will give like a weird sort of stretch and say, "We have a legend on the Ivory Coast that a black dragon named Catyrpelius stole artifacts from all along the Ivory Coast and hid them in the desert, which is why my banner is a black dragon, because whenever you find treasure from the Ivory Coast, it is that legend always comes up."
Why are you telling me this now? I ask, stepping over piles of treasure toward Latyr's form as he slumps against the wall here.
Latyr will give another stretch, and then his neck will grow in length.
Oh, great. Not this thing again.
And his voice will deepen to a menacing growl. And he will turn into a dragon.
Damn it! I yell as I back toward the staff yet again, my shield held up in an attempt to block the dragon's view.
And the dragon will go off on a long monologue about how awesome it is and how all the treasure here came from its hidden lair in the lost deserts.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so good to be back among mortals again and all of their fleshy desires. What do you do, Bertok?
I will attempt to motion to Gastrag, give him a secret signal to prepare the biggest attack spell he's got, while at the same time picking up a single gold coin and asking, "Where did this one come from?"
That one came from the Majas, a desert people that I destroyed long ago. It was glorious.
Tell me about
And
it.
they wooed. They sent 1,000 horsemen after me, and I skewered them all on my claws.
Wow, I would have loved to have seen that, I mutter under my breath as I step closer to the staff.
Yeah. What do you want to do when you get to the staff?
I want to risk picking it up and fireballing him.
As you pick up the staff, you can sense that the dragon was summoned by the staff,
Ooh.
and there is a potential of you trying to de-summon the dragon if you wield the staff.
Hmm. Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah. Does Gastrag get my signal? Is there any way he could distract the dragon at least?
Sure. He can aid or interfere you. He can kind of cast magic missiles at the dragon and get its
Oh,
attention.
wait. Do the prestidigitation thing and turn all the gold into, like, something else. Coal. Make it black gold. And therefore he will think all of its value has suddenly drained out.
All right, I like it. Yeah, Gastrag will put his hands to the gold, cast prestidigitation. Where's cast spell? Yeah, a wave of dark color will spread throughout all the treasure. The dragon will look down in amazement and say, "No, what did you do? My treasure." He'll breathe in a breath and prepare to blast Gastrag to smithereens.
And I, at that
Agatha
point, grab the staff and swing it around and point it at the dragon and say, "Begone, dragon, de-summon from this artifact."
In this, you are, make a wisdom defy danger.
Yep.
Actually, you're contesting against. Okay.
I'm contesting against the staff, right?
The dragon at the last moment will feel your attempt to de-summoning him, and he will turn his head at the last moment and blow a searing cloud of green flames at you, Bertok.
Can I dodge behind my shield in time?
You can try to. I don't know. You're kind of doing something at the moment.
I mean, I've got my.
But you do have a shield. Okay, you can try and.
It's kind of tucked on the arm, and I'm like, can I just at the last second?
Yeah. Okay, you can try to defend yourself. But I think you're like at minus 1 or 2 to try and do something at the moment.
Yeah. But my thought is, I see this green flame, or I see the dragon's movements, and I immediately. I mean, I already saw him take the breath. I'm kind of ready for him.
Right.
Quick, pull up the shield, and maybe the green flame will just around the shield, like a heat shield sort of thing. Yeah. Okay.
All right. I'm gonna interpret that as half damage.
Okay.
So, whatever.
Yeah. Okay.
Really? Oh, come on. A dragon's gotta do better than that. This is the big bad. Oh, right. I forgot. Yay.
Don't tell me you have
As
plus.
an ancient dragon, he gets the better of 2 rolls.
Damn it.
Yay.
Okay, fine.
half of 12.
So 6. Does the rest of my armor help
Yes.
with that? So maybe like -3?
6.
Fine.
You're gonna survive anyway.
Well, I'm down to 9 health, so maybe not. What is the
The
effect of the
dragons.
staff? Do I manage to actually like decouple the dragon from the staff?
You do, yes. Well, you had a. Yes, you do. Yes. The staff will flare with power. The dragon will see that you're still standing despite his flames. It will scream, "No!" and then slowly dissolve into black smoke that gradually dissipates.
Ooh, cool. Cool.
I'll remember this, Bertok! And he dissipates into smoke and
yeah.
fades back to whatever plane he came from.
Another wisdom roll. No, I hang on to the staff. Kind of dumbstruck that the dragon just went away after like one hit. Like, wow.
Gastrag limps over to you, Bertok. You're still alive, Bertok?
I will look over, staff still clutched in my hand and shield still raised against my chest as I'm like, yeah, I think so.
Phew. I'm exhausted. This is a hell of a morning we're having.
How's Agatha? I ask. And I look over to see how she's doing.
She seems to be groggily awake. She is not up to any spell casting at the moment, but she is awake and breathing and alive.
Okay.
Are you still here?
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm just thinking.
Okay.
Man, what do I do? I have banished 2 demons back to who knows where. The dark one is still at large, and I don't know what to do. I say to Gastrag and look around at the pile of black gold. I'm not sure what to do at this point. Maybe we should think about getting out of here.
Bertok, your flare will start to glow with a strange glow, and it will say to you, Bertok!
Ah, my flail is talking. A talking flail. No, I pick it up. I pick it up and gaze at the whatever thing you call that thing. Watch the skull talk at me.
And in the depths of the flail's skull head, you can see there's small spirits that of halflings that have been attracted to you in the proximity of the staff.
Ooh, I'm scared. I start to shake. No, wait, I don't. know if I start to shake. Yeah, I start to shake in fear.
Okay.
And look, not, I don't know. I'm like, I could drop the staff, but I feel like speak with dead is more something that half of my brain wants to do and the other half can't help but doing. And so I will just whisper, "What? What do you want?" As I just kind of offhandedly cast that spell from the staff.
Okay. Yeah.
Or maybe contact spirits. I don't know which one.
Okay.
But I don't want to ask them questions. They want to ask me questions, so.
Right. Yeah, this is kind of a weird special edge case. Um, the the spirits will sort of coalesce around you in a circle, Bertok. And thinking back, you recognize these as being uh, people from your village.
Mm-hmm.
There's the baker, there's the farmer down the street, there's a whole bunch of other halflings that used to be in your village.
There's a halfling that looks just like me with wild black hair and glasses. And no, I'm totally, yeah. No, the resurrection stone, it's alive. Yeah, I have to not do that to this. What is it? No. Where are you from? I ask. No, I recognize them. I know exactly where they're from. But you're dead. How can you be here if you're dead?
We were bound by the Dark One into the plane of decay to power the staff of necromancy. They all say in unison.
How do I destroy it? How do I free you?
We can be freed only when the staff is destroyed.
How is it destroyed? How do I destroy it? I don't understand. I tried and it burned us and it almost killed my friend.
They will ponder a moment, and then one by one they will slip into your flail, and it will glow brighter and brighter as they do so. Your flail will say, "Bertok, wield me! They have powered me."
Cool. I will one-handedly. Do I have? Oops. Do I have the? Yes. Yes. Okay. I will suddenly regain some sense of something and gradually let the staff fall and reach down and pick my flail back up. Raising it aloft. Yeah. As I wait for further instructions.
I thought I typed this up, but apparently not. Yeah. Okay. I'm just going to type it right in there.
from the corner, we hear Agatha, Gastrag, not so tight on those bandages. And he's like, I don't know if I'm doing it right. Yank. Ow! Stop it, Gastrag.
Sorry, I really thought I typed this up.
It's okay. It's okay.
One special move here that you can use in this special instance to break the staff.
Yes.
When you bring your will and strength to bear against the staff of dread necromancy, roll plus your strength. On a 10 plus, choose 2. On a 7 through 9, choose 1. And you can completely shatter the staff, avoid a final curse, or avoid the vengeful undead.
I see. Yeah. So the idea being, take my imbued flail and break the staff with it.
Yep.
Got it. I figured as much. Let's see. As I raise the flail in my hand, the spirits of my kinfolk wreathe themselves around my arm, and I feel that this is my moment. Looking around, I see the staff on the ground, lying there, just there. So innocent, so plain. And I bring the flail down upon it.
Whew.
Ha-ha! 1,
Wow.
it is shattered. 2,
Alright.
I avoid the final curse.
Alright.
3, I don't give a fuck about the vengeful undead that are going to come and pay me back for breaking the thing. Hopefully the spirits of my ancestors are not going to be the undead, because I would rather...
That would be cool.
It would be cool, but it would also be like I'm releasing the spirits that are within the staff, and then the other things in the entire world that were around that were bound to the staff, reanimated because of the staff, are going to come for revenge. That's the idea I have as far as what is an undead in respect to this staff that I just broke. Ooh, like maybe as soon as I break it, suddenly those 2 ghouls stand up. The 2 corpses in the tunnel below stand up and start coming at me.
I like that, yeah.
The spirits in my flail are suddenly like dispersed, and they wreathe themselves around and cheer and stuff, and everybody in the entire cavern hears it, and they're like, ooh, there was something here after all.
You bring your flail down. The staff bursts asunder into shards of wood and crystal and bone. Your flail glows even brighter, and then the glow slowly dissipates. Um, but as you cheer, um, the the ghouls in the that you squashed, Bertok, have been revived, and they leap at you in a final attack.
Yeah.
You and Gastrag in a final attack of vengeance. The staff is dead and broken and shattered beyond repair.
Hooray!
You will hear the Dark One in your head shout, "No!" And then the voice will fade away.
And I will turn and bring my flail up yet again, the shield on my other severed-handed arm. No. Yeah, that wasn't the right grammar to use. But anyway, I will rush past Gastrag in an attempt to swing at this first ghoul. Yeah.
All right. You swing your flail.
Hack and slash.
Roll for hack and slash.
There it is.
Yes.
And I will bloodthirsty damage the thing. Hooray!
You batter the creature, but it clings to your shield and wrenches it from your grasp.
No! I yell as it, does stuff.
Hopefully it avoids Agatha.
Yeah.
The creature over here, Gastrag will not have seen it. He will be caught unawares, and it will bite into his neck messily. Oh my god. I am being mean today.
You are.
Blood will spurt up into the creature's mouth, and Gastrag will collapse under the weight of the ghoul.
Mm-hmm.
Bertok, what do you do? The ghoul has your shield. It's grinning menacingly.
But it's not dead.
It is not dead. It is still alive.
I will avert my attention to Gastrag, my camaraderie overcoming my bloodlust, as I rush the other creature on Gastrag's back and make a swing at it. Nice.
My goodness. Okay.
Nice.
Alright. That one is dead. That one you managed to smash into oblivion. The ghoul that you turned away from, Bertok, will raise its stolen shield up above its head and clunk it down onto yours.
Wow.
And yeah, you're gonna feel that. You have 4 armor.
4? Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take it. So -5.
Whew.
I sink to my knees. Obviously, this is a little more than I am capable of withstanding. Yeah.
Gastrag will, with almost his last strength, pull out a dagger, stab it into the ghoul. Oh, that one's dead. He still stabs it for good measure. Stay dead! Bertok. Oh.
What do I have? I don't know if I have anything else that I can use. I don't have like my one final thing. Oh, I should have used blacksmith on the staff. Wait,
Oh my god.
I destroyed it. Can we come up with something really fast?
Huh?
Can I come up with something really fast? Oh, wait. Let me think for a minute. What about, since the spirits of the halflings that were trapped in the staff transferred themselves to my flail, what if they now remain in my flail until I myself release them? Having broken the staff. Or something.
That's interesting.
And like I have
I think most of them would probably want to move on, but maybe
Agreed.
one of them might remain.
Yeah. Maybe one of them for one final attack. Or move
Okay,
or something.
Sure.
Because I would love to just like cast one final, I don't know, fireball at the cavern as a whole.
Yeah. Alright.
Here's my idea suddenly. No. Oh. Okay. Here's what's going to happen, or what I'm going to try to make happen. I am going to try to push the creature, the ghoul, off of the shield, or yank the shield back from the ghoul.
Okay.
Grab Gastrag and huddle together with him and Agatha. And
Okay.
while the ghoul is still stunned, I'm going to like basically get on top of the shield with both of my friends, cast the fireball into the middle of the room, and the fireball will create this bubble of black flame that will propel us back up to the top of the cavern and out.
Oh my god. That is awesome. Alright. You can do that.
Okay. First off, hack and slash, just as a strength check. Yeah, I managed to shove the ghoul off.
Yeah.
I damaged him by 7. Then I managed to drag the shield over, and we all get on top of it. I kind of muscle Agatha into place, into a safe position. And then, on the count of 3, I whisper to my flail, "Final spirit, be released!" And I cast the fireball into the middle of the room.
The three of you jet upward on a column of black flames that propels you upwards on the shield into the cavern, the basement of this shop. Below you, various items are being destroyed by the black flames. The accumulation of ages is being liquidated and melted and consumed.
Yeah. All the fine linen goes up in soot and ash. All the gold melts together in a puddling pool of molten whatever. Because I don't know if Gastrag's illusion still has it blackened or not. I'm thinking, actually, I thought maybe he was so good at his illusion spell that the entire shop turned black and everybody realized it was a terrible place to go shopping and they basically had to shut the place down. That's just kind of stupid.
The Black Bazaar.
Yeah.
Um, well, now there's a pool of black flames underneath the shop. It's probably going to be very smoky and hot in there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
Um,
All right, so you guys managed to escape essentially from
yeah.
everything without actually anyone permanently dying. Yay!
Yeah. Cool.
Oh my god.
Whee!
And you get the shield.
Oh,
Go
yay.
up, shield. Shield. Yay. Everything else down there is consumed by flames. Yeah.
And the molten
My
gold
goodness.
just starts like melting itself through the rock and creating a vertical tunnel to the center of the earth or something. No, I don't know if we need to be that grandiose about it, but
Tourists will come in the future, exclaiming in awe at the golden puddle at
yeah,
the bottom of this,
right,
this hole in the
right,
ground.
yeah.
Um,
I would say let's search the stockroom for. Well, no, we have to blast
Okay.
through this door. That's the problem.
that door, right?
Unless Latyr opened it while he was coming down the other passage,
He might have.
assuming
Let's
that
say it's
he
open.
would just drag
It's
up
open.
and then kill us.
Yeah.
Okay, so we managed to get
Right.
back into the
Yeah, that-
stockroom. I search around for
Yep.
healing potions and bandages with which to finally revive Agatha completely.
There is a chest in one far corner of the shop of
would-
the storage room.
Love to check it out. My now lifeless
All
flail,
right.
my now lifeless skull flail, I'll just take it and ram it against the lock of the chest.
It breaks open. Inside of it is spectacles.
Yay! What do those do?
Yay. I will give it to you. In spectacles. They are pretty cool. They are essentially a buff to your discern realities.
Oh, cool. I like it.
On a roll of 10 plus, you can ask any 3 questions you like. As long as sight could give you answers, you can ask any 3 questions
Okay.
about the situation or whatever
Yeah.
you're
yeah.
inspecting at the moment.
Well, I want to try it out. I put on
Cool.
the glasses, and I discern realities. And I know nothing. That's okay. And I take them off and shrug and be like, well, they seem like they'll be valuable. And I tuck them into my armor/cloak pocket, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And now my greed is taking over again, and I'm like, go get the gnomes from the ship. We're gonna offload all this to our shop.
Okay. Yeah. Gastrag has probably the. Okay, yeah, you guys acquire a whole bunch of loot.
Yeah.
Alright.
Everything in the shop, including the assistant that led us down here in the first place. We're gonna hire him on. After we brainwash him, we're gonna hire him on. Unless he was just a manifestation.
Actually, every assistant was an undead ghoul.
Oh, okay. Well,
So he collapsed into a pile of bones. Um,
well, great. Oh
yeah.
man. Okay. Well, that's okay. We'll just have our gnomes help us. Plus, we've got our own shopkeepers.
Oh, good. These ones are already labeled. Lovely.
Okay.
All right, you guys gain a whole bunch of interesting items here.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. You managed to go through all of this stuff,
Yeah.
and and for some reason the guards don't stop you. Let me think about that. Hmm.
I pull out my. I basically find the deed to the Golden Bazaar in the bottom of that same chest, and I say, "We purchased this establishment fair and square," and I show them the deed, and we march out with crates under our arms, in our arms.
Wait, sir. Your name is Latyr?
No, but we purchased this place from Latyr. He's a friend of ours.
Oh.
Charisma
Okay.
check. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if they believe me or not. I failed it. I'm friends with Lady Blackadder too. I flail helplessly.
Well. Okay, go ahead.
Instead of believing me, they just look at me in fear that I'm actually going to take it out on them for stopping me. Although they know now.
Oh, by the way.
Yeah.
By the way, Bertok, you are you are kind of the top tier fighter at this point.
Yes.
Have you been spreading that reputation around? Have you been keeping quiet about it? Might these guards have?
Maybe, I don't know. Would I have? I probably have had a reputation, but I haven't paid attention to it. I just use my warriorness when needed, but I don't take any time to flaunt myself like a barbarian would. So.
Right. Okay.
I will say no.
Yeah, well, the guards will still kind of notice that, you're beaten and battered, but you'd probably be hard to take down.
Yeah.
So they'll be like, whatever.
So instead of convincing them that I bought the place fair and square from Latyr, I have now just convinced them that they should be afraid of me. So, yeah.
Yeah.
But I would say on the way back up.
Items.
What's that?
I'm gonna refresh.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. There is the staff of Falcon transforming.
Yes, and I was thinking Gastrag will just grab that journal. He's very into journals. And the orb, whatever the glass orb thingy is. It looks very wizardly, so he will grab that too.
Yes. That orb, according to the label, is an orb of scrying.
Oh, okay.
That, if you guys remember, was among Rathan's possessions when he was killed by the dragon.
Oh. No, I don't remember that, but it's there, and
yes, Gastrag will, ooh, this looks cool, and pocket it, and the staff. I'm a falcon. The cup is a chalice of never-ending drink.
Ooh.
So that was found at the bottom of the wine sea. Uh,
And I turn it over and like wine pours out of it. And I'm like,
uh-huh.
but this is an empty chalice. And I pour more out onto the floor. It creates a puddle. I'm like, I think we have a party going on tonight.
Friday.
And I quickly rush across the street with the chalice and tell our shopkeeper to set up a party. My place.
This is your place, sir.
Well, yeah, but this is to be our main source of merriment.
Ah, lovely.
It is my carouse. Oh, I'm the one. Yeah, that would be kind of fun. But but that's to be saved for a different time. Ooh, reverse carouse. All the denizens ask me something important or informative, or hire me to be an assistant or something.
Mm. Yeah, interesting. Huh. Yeah.
Since the party's on me.
Mm. Okay, what are the other items here according to their tags? Chalice. The dagger is Cavendish's singular swarm, so it's only one dagger, but it returns
Yes.
when you throw it. The book is interesting. It is a have it to my an infinite book.
It teaches us how to make an intranet with like cups and
Infinite.
string. Oh, I thought you said internet. And I'm
No.
like, ooh, we can make cup and string internet. Did you read that? Any of the Pratchett books about the clacks? Because now that's reminding me of the clacks.
No.
It was basically a series of towers that had lights on the top, and they would do like Morse code from the top of the tower, and they'd pass your message along in this sort of internet of light travel across the countryside.
Cool.
And the clacks operators that would sit in the top of these towers and flick their shutters open and closed with Morse code would be so
At light speed.
yeah, they would be so just used to passing along the message without even thinking what it was, that they didn't know what they were sending, and they just repeat what they saw until the clacks operator at the far end was like, "Oh, this is for my tower. I'm going to transmit the message down." And then the idea was somebody had injected a message into the clacks network years and years before when it was created. And it was kind of like the guy that invented the system put a message in here. And when he died, they would say, like, remember so-and-so. But of course, none of the operators knew what they were sending, so they just kept the message floating around in this network. Yeah. And so the idea was, the quote from the book goes, no one is truly dead if their name is still spoken. And so his name kept getting passed through the clacks network and was always spoken, and so no one actually, like, everybody considered him to be, quote, still alive. Anybody that was in on the joke, as it were.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And then, when Terry Pratchett himself died about 2 years ago, somebody
He died?
He did, yeah.
Oh.
He had cancer or something. Yeah.
Oh.
It was sad, and it was really, really sad. But then some uber Discworld nerd on the internet decided, hey, I have an idea. Let's start a thing. And so he created what is called Gnutary Pratchett, which is basically an HTTP header that you can bake into your website. And you'll never see the message transmitted, but it's transmitted with the metadata of your site. So every time you pull up the page, the server sends this header along with the web page that just says Gnutary Pratchett.
Aw.
And it's like, yay, we recreated the Clacks Network John Doe thing, where his name is now floating around the internet forever, because everybody that was in on the joke, as it were, programmed their website to transmit this message.
Aw.
And you can actually download a Firefox extension to read that header out. So when you go to a valid site that has the header, it will start blinking up in the corner these 6 symbols, or these 6 token things, not tokens, but like lights in a little pattern. So it's all cool and stuff. It looks like Braille in the little extension,
Right.
but it is really, really cool. So, how did I get off on this?
Infinite book.
Yeah.
Internet book.
Right. Sorry, I had to nerd out there for like 15 minutes.
Okay, but you guys bring this back to your shop.
Mm-hmm.
And I did divide your airship inventory into a airship tower and shop inventory. So into 3 sections in the text part, just so you guys have a idea of what's where.
Excellent. Okay.
Yeah. And then we get to add some new stuff to it because we just got some more.
Cool.
But cool.
I have an idea, but I'm not going to try it right now. I just have an idea that I want to try at some point.
Another idea? My goodness.
It's not a story changing idea. It's just an idea about Roll20, but I'll save it because for one, I'm kind of running out of time, and for two,
oh yeah, you have to go, don't you?
Well, I've got an hour and a half, but we're now sitting at 2.5 hours. But I'm thinking, if we want to at some point do a reverse carouse. I don't know. I'm thinking that'd be kind of fun.
Yeah, you guys are probably eminent enough to try and do that. Yeah. Particularly with the wine.
Right. Yeah, let's just have the gnomes carry all this stuff back to our shop, stock it up. We don't care what's in these crates. We'll sell it. We now have a viable business and stock with which to fund it.
The gnomes come in, grab the crates, put them into the basement. They have a fun several hours sorting through and removing straw and okay.
Cool.
I guess this is a good point to end it.
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
He survived. Now I have to figure out what to do with him.
He doesn't have to survive. We can find some way to kill him.
No, it's fine. I'd rather have him survive, honestly. But at the same time, I'm like, I can't just keep going. I could, but it's like, but yeah. So,
well, he could always like retire as the official shopkeeper, or
true. It's not a bad idea.
Or, well,
Okay. Well, I'll have to keep thinking about it. And you know me about thinking about it. I don't actually think about it until you remind me to, and then I'm like, oh yeah. I have a tower to build. something something. Actually, I have an idea about that. I thought a little bit about it. Have
Cool.
a design for it. And I'm actually thinking the city of Delgar could be more like because it's on the coast, right? And it has all these things. I'm thinking like the arched. Remember Shalom from Achaia? How it had the bazaar, and that was its central marketplace, and how it was kind of patterned after the Arabic port type.
I never actually went into Shalom. I was always like dark and evil.
Oh, right. Yeah, I forgot about that. Well, it was basically like domed buildings and those archways and stuff like that. Something you'd find in the Arabic type style, rather than a Frankish, Germanic, castle-y type of city.
Right.
It was more. It was more the Constantinople, Turkish look to it.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, ooh, that could kind of be how Delgar is in real life, or in the world. I mean, I know you probably grab just houses and wall stuff, but I'm thinking, ooh, if we could transform it into more of into that style, that'd be kind of cool. And then I can, because I've got a picture of the shop in my head, a 3-tiered shop with big windows and stuff, and maybe a balcony around the edge and that kind of thing. More of an artistic type shop than a fortress type of shop.
Sure.
And that would fit the look and feel a little better too. So, anyway, that's just where my thinking has been going. You can you can shoot me down if you want. I don't mind.
The architecture of Delgar tends towards being wood. Stone is fairly uncommon building material.
Okay.
But it is a mixture of various cultures. So I think whatever you come up with would be okay.
All right.
I mean, you guys just decimated an Arab spice bazaar. So
yeah. Because I was also like, the other picture in my head is like, I think you used this look and feel in one of the areas. Maybe it was Delgar, where you had the coastal city in Italy coming down the cliff in big, huge drops of tears and stuff until you reach the water or something like that. I don't know. Was that somewhere you used? Maybe that was the other city in that channel. I could pull it up and look instead of just floundering. Map on the Nautilus. Was that Belfast that we had that look? Or maybe Typhos?
Oh, it might have been Belfast.
Like we just had like a cliffside-ish terrain.
No, that was last campaign.
Oh.
That was
Raven's
it's
Keep?
on the map.
Not Raven's Keep.
No, it is in that cluster of mountains though.
Okay.
I'll think of it or I'll look it up. Where is maps? Maps. Whee. It was Sundale that was on a cliff.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I'm fine with leaving it as is, but yeah. Since it is a port, I would imagine it has a bunch of different cultures that mix the architecture up quite a bit.
Sure.
Another idea I had, since the Staff of Dread Necromancy is now destroyed and so is the final spirit that was hiding in my flail for a little while. Just a kind of a side story idea for the future. How about all of the halfling ghosts or halfling spirits go back to the village that was destroyed years before, and they basically assume that we know that they're still dead, and we know that their spirits have been released, but how about having been released, all the spirits just kind of go back to the village and go about their regular business, except in ghost form. And
So you got like plows moving around by themselves?
no, they can't interact with anything real. They just think they can. And so, yeah, they
Okay.
basically assume that they're plowing fields and they're holding parties, but nobody can actually see them.
Yeah, that's kind of a really cool ending for those poor spirits. Yeah, I like that.
And like, since they can talk through my flail, maybe if I go back there at some point, they'll just kind of like, "Hey, Bertok," and my flail will be like, "Hey, Bertok," and I'm like, "What?" And he's like, "Hey, come join the party. We're in the." And I'm like, "What the heck's going on?" And yeah, and then we show up, and it's like, "Oh, so they're actually still here, kind of, but they're just going about their hobbity lives, being cool."
Hmm. By the way, that's not important right now, but why don't we put where your village was on the officially on the map?
Sure.
If we're gonna go back there at some point.
Yeah, I would love to. From the Nautilus map, right, with the typed out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sindale, Raven's Keep, Typhos. Since we've been kind of hanging out in the triangle of Delgar, Belfast, Tyrium, Typhos. And since we had that little village of Meadow Bottoms in the corner, and since the goblins were kind of rampaging through the swampy area, maybe putting it near that bridge over the river? I don't know.
Oh, that'd be perfect. Yeah. Little village right there. Sure.
Yeah. I would just draw it in there and then near this Aragbar place. But not quite there.
Okay. Right.
Between Belfast and Aragbar, I would say maybe a halfway point right next to the river.
All right. Nice. Yeah.
On the north side. That's my other idea. It's on the north side of the river.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Nice.
Oh, and then as the ghosts are living in the village, it will slowly begin cleaning itself up to look like it's being inhabited, even though it's not technically, although it kind of is technically. That would be kind of fun. Like maybe the stuff that they're doing isn't so pointless, but it does have a small minor effect, and over the centuries of ghosts living there, it will slowly clean itself up.
Man, that's cool.
This is an interesting place. I wonder who's been keeping it so clean all these years. An ancient hobbit village. But only Bertok, when he goes through with his stupid flail, it will be like a little undead lantern that will basically light everybody up, and they'll be like, "Hey, Bertok, check out our ghostly blue glow. But we're here." Or something like that.
I really like these ideas. Cool.
Was that another thing we used where we had like a lantern that would light up things? I thought we used that somewhere.
That was your Dragon Queen
That's right. That's right. Yeah, yeah. We'd shine it up the hill. That was your one guy, your guy, your thief turned it on, and it was like, "We're here!" And everybody's like, "No!" I forgot.
I know. Oh,
And then they captured
I don't know what this does, but I'm gonna turn it on.
you. Shudders.
Uh,
Bink. Right. I remember that.
oh,
All right. But
thanks for playing, Daniel. That
yeah,
was
you're
that
welcome.
was that was fun today.
Yeah.
That was cool.
We made good progress too, and I thought it went pretty well, and I think we still have stuff to work from. Oh,
Nobody died.
Nobody died.
Well, Agatha should have died.
Almost.
Died.
Almost.
Almost.
Again, she's like, this is the second time she's died. This is the fourth time that Bertok has lost a limb.
Oh my God! You cut your hand off again.
Yeah, I thought you'd catch that right away. I'm like, I don't like this thing apparently. Except at least this time I only cut half of it off. I mean, I cut it off at the wrist instead of the shoulder, so I have most of it left.
Right.
So I still can't use my two-handed attack.
We worked so hard to get you your arm back. But you could like strap a dagger to it and be like, yeah.
Right. No, it's when I retire him, he'll be old and in his rocking chair, telling his grandchildren, "Yeah, and I lost this arm to a shark, and then another thing, and then another thing, and I couldn't keep this arm on," and I'll just pull the arm out from under my rocking chair and wave it around.
Yeah.
Anyways, okay. So I think we got stuff to work with.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up
Yeah.
As far
Yeah.
as-
Thank you.
streaming goes. And then, yeah.